Hey everyone, my name is Erica Marie. I am an artist. I make my own jewelry, pendants, and I do like these feather earrings. A lot of people ask me how I make my pendants, so I figured why not do a YouTube video and show you guys. But first, let's say hello to Buck. This is my boy. Say hey, Bubba. Please. So personally, I like hiking around or like beachcombing and using the materials that I find for my art. Like an example, I got like little fish vertebrae in my earrings. Since this is my first video, I'm just gonna use regular crystal. Yeah, I find like little bear vertebrae. Sometimes I get crazy and I'll like put it in the vertebrae. They get pretty intricate. I will save that for a later video if this all works out. But we're gonna make one of these today. So find your crystal. I think I'm gonna use this one. So also a crystal like this would be a little bit more difficult to work with because there's not very many rivets that the wire can grasp onto. So it's easier if you find one that has like, that's rigid or can wrap around a little easier. All right, so here we go. So grab wire. You can use any kind of wire. Just make sure it bends and it's not too strong. It'll be easier to work with. I usually use like a 24 mil or something. And then we need our pliers, and that's pretty much it. The pliers that I use, it's rigid here too, so it can grasp onto the wire, and they have cutters too. You can literally just use a scissor. I originally started using fishing pliers when I first started wrapping. All right, so here we go. All right, I'm gonna use 2 wires about yay big. It doesn't really matter how long they are, it's just easier when you're not using a ton of wire. All right. So now you get the 2 wires, and then you just twist them together. Like that. And then you're gonna grab your crystal and try and get around those ridges like that. And then grab the 2, actually I'm gonna do it this way. Grab the 2 like that, and then just start twisting on the other side. And make sure you're holding it tight so it doesn't fall through. And I'll show you how to tighten it later. So I got that right now. There's 2 twists on both sides. And with my wire wraps, I usually wrap and I have no idea what it's gonna come out like. I just kind of put the pieces together as I'm going. There's no right or wrong, just as long as it doesn't fall out. All right, so I got 2 twists on both sides, one there and one there. And I'm gonna take the 2 on the sides and then twist them up as well. So twist up on that side, and then the other side. And you only want to do small twists. You don't want to, you can do it all the way up, but again, it's like how you want it to come out. But just for like a first time, this is probably the easiest way to do it. All right, and now I'm gonna do the same thing, but on the other side. So just do a tiny twist, maybe like 2 turns. Another one on the other side, just like 2 turns. Okay, so I got 4 wires hanging out. I am gonna take one end, so probably this end, and get it through one of those twists. So I'm gonna put it through there. To me, it's really important that the crystal doesn't fall out. So I'd rather more wires and it look a little more bulky than losing the crystal, right? All right, so I pulled that one through. So now it's keeping it secure, so it's not gonna fall out. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna take this guy, I'm gonna put it through that loop. Okay. Now I still got 4 loose guys at the top, 4 ends. I'm going to take 2 of them and tightly just twist again. And I'm gonna twist it all the way up because it's gonna be my final twist at the top. We're gonna start the bail on it. So there we go. That's what it looks like right now. All right, now one of these ends I'm gonna take and I'm gonna wrap it around the top twice. And now with this, look for one of your little bails like that. Put it through, get your pliers and just pull it really tight so it looks like that. And then you're gonna cut it. So we got little loose end right here. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna just wrap it around it. So it looks like that right now. So that last wire, it just tucked into underneath and you can't see it because you gotta pull it really tight. Just squeeze it really tight and get it under there. And then you could put your finger over it, make sure it's not stabbing you. All right, that end's done. I got 1 wire complete and now the other one. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna just take it around and loop it twice. And then I'm gonna find another, you could even use the same end. I might just do that. Take it, put it through there. Cut it. So right now we're pretty much just hiding the extra wires. All right, and then I'm gonna just take that little piece and wrap it around. All right, and now he's gone. All right, we're almost there. So, got that so far. And now with the top, I'm gonna just keep twisting it a little bit higher. And now I'm gonna pull it around like that. And now like that. And now with these 2 ends, you can see it's still loose. I'm gonna hold the top and then just wrap those 2 wires around. So now we got our bail. And depending on what kind of wire you're using, mine's pretty strong. You wanna make sure that this isn't floppy. So this one, because it's a pretty strong wire, it's not flopping. But again, to just secure it, I'm gonna use one of these ends and I'm gonna do what we did before on the side and just tuck the wire in. So right here looks like a good spot. Pull it through and see he's just sticking out there. I'm just gonna pull it around and tuck it in. All right, And now I got one wire left. So that